Hey everyone, it's Tremia, and today is Thursday. Yeah, it's hard to believe that the weekend is almost here. I mean, with the holiday last week, it just kind of made this week seem off balance. It's been a busy week, and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. One of these days, I'm going to say, I have energy. Let's see. Yesterday I went to get my eyes checked. My eyes, with the systemic lupus, have always been a problem. That was how I initially got diagnosed with lupus, is because I had optic neuritis, in which optic neuritis usually goes hand in hand. I don't want any ham. It just must be on my brain. It goes hand in hand with MS. And so for the first year, they thought I had MS. But then, we figured out otherwise. And, my vision since then has always been a problem. Like, one minute I can be sitting and I have like 20/20 vision, like clearer than I have ever seen in my life. 5 minutes later, it can be so blurry that I can't even watch TV with my glasses on, which they're up here hiding right now. Trouble reading, I'll go cross-eyed. You've seen where my eye is crossed in. Double vision, quadruple vision, just plain old vision problems. And I've come to over the last 9 years to accept, that's just the way it's, gonna be. And but yesterday I went to, it wasn't my regular ophthalmologist. As a younger, I used to actually work for him. And I went back to him and to help with my double vision and with the crossing of the eye. He's going to put prism in my glasses. And I said, it's not going to look like Coke bottle eyeglasses, is it? And he said, no, you can't even tell anymore that the prisms are there. And these glasses I've actually had for 3 years. And I didn't realize until I saw a picture from January 2009 that I had those glasses on. So definitely I've had them for 3 years. And I kept on saying, well, when I get well enough, I'm going to go get me glasses. Well, I want to get them this year before my benefit runs out. And then as soon as the first of the year comes up, I'm going to go get me a pair of sunglasses. Because I'm going to be driving one of these days. I'm going to be out, and instead of my dark room, trying to rest. So they put prism in my glasses, and also my glasses have bifocals, but I've never been able to adjust them. I said, well, over 3 years, it seems like I would have been able to adjust him. So I want to go single vision. And he goes, oh, you really need bifocals. He goes, it's the wrong prescription in there. And he explained it that with the no-line bifocals, you actually have to almost double what your prescription is, because you're not going to be looking at through the bottom. Let me put them on. Like, my bifocals are down here. And whenever I read, I notice that I go like this. And I'm a librarian. And he said that, we're actually, where we're looking at is where it starts to fade into the bifocal. And so, they'll put, the double, it's stronger down here, but the part we're actually looking through is going to be the actual right prescription. And I said, well, that makes sense. So I'm going to give it a try. And see how that goes. Hopefully, the prisms will really help with the double vision and with the crossing in of my eye. And he said also I have beginning of cataracts in both eyes from the prednisone and from the Plaquenil, because You know, I've been doing both for 9 years. Well, I don't do Plaquenil anymore. I stopped that in February or March. And, you know, prednisone we're going down on. And, but he said, my eyes are just cloudy. He goes, it's not even anything to talk about right now. So hopefully, you know, I don't know how it works. Hopefully, you know, after, you know, I get off the prednisone and get down lower, you know, over the years, the cloudiness will clear and, you know, true cataracts won't form. See, I guess it's this eye that goes in. See how it's going in? I don't like that. And so I'm going to be getting me some new glasses, which I'm excited about and excited about seeing. And that'll be a good thing. You know, also making sure I keep my blood sugars under control. We're doing better and better. I'm no longer in the 400s and 500s. I really haven't even had a 300 in over a week. I'll get up in the 200s, mostly hundreds, and, you know, high hundreds. You know, it's still, I'm doing both insulins. I do Lantus and Humalog. So, and from the sepsis, you know, it messed with my steroids. And so instead of being at 12 milligrams, my body, that wasn't enough. And so, like, I'm at 20 milligrams. And I'm going to stay here probably for another 4 weeks and then try to go down a milligram. I used to would think, I don't want to do that. I don't want to swell up anymore. Like I said, I've been through so much and so close to death so many times in the last 7 months that swelling is the least of my worries. This is the poster of prednisone face, and that's it. And it'll be gone one day. My hair is growing back in good. I want to get a black Sharpie marker and cover up that gray. But I've read that, like, you definitely do not want to color your hair for the first year after chemotherapy because your hair will come out in some pretty vibrant colors. And I don't want green, orange, or anything like that. So I'll just go, they call it chemo hair, and that grayness will eventually disappear. And, you know, like the ones where it is to the root, you know, that is going to stay gray. But a lot of it is gray, and at my roots, it's already brown again. So I know I'm not going to be, you know, like full salt and pepper or anything like that. I'm sorry my videos have been so far in between, but I have been having such trouble getting things uploaded to YouTube. It is so frustrating. I made that last video on Saturday, and I think it took so many tries, so many different ways that we tried to get it uploaded, and finally found a way to get it uploaded to YouTube on late Monday evening. So, because I do everything from my iPhone. I do all the recording, I do the editing with the Real Director app. And I think it's something to do with that because Dwayne, my other phone, I use it so much because I'm tired. I use it for these videos that I had to get his time for me to trade in my phone, so I got the new 4S, and Siri kind of gets on my nerves. And plus, I've had trouble uploading ever since I got the phone. So hopefully we'll get it all figured out, and it'll save my nerves a bunch of frustration, but get more things uploaded. And I have a tag that somebody sent me on chronic illness, and I cannot remember or cannot find who sent it to me, but I'm working on answering those questions, and I'm going to do the tag. But if it was you who sent that to me, let me know, and so I can say who you are. And since I do everything from my iPhone, I am limited to 10 minutes on a vlog, and I got 5 seconds. So I'll see you guys in the next video.